Okay, this is I am here. We are in Barbados right now at the first Caribbean Hoof Symposium, and this is my very good friend, one of the person I always admire through the years, the great Mitch Taylor, owner and of the Kentucky Horseshoeing School in Lexington, one of the finest schools in the United States and I may say in the world. And I don't want to talk about Hoof in this time. I want to talk about your life. I would like to know a little bit how did you get involved with the horses? When all this start in your life?
Well, it's interesting, Carlos. First of all, I want to tell you how good it is to see you. It's been many years since we've seen each other, and it's good to see you so healthy. Your skin is pink or brown, which is good for you, for Venezuela.
I will keep fighting. I will never surrender.
But it's good to see you, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, we are here in Barbados having a nice clinic, and I think the reason I'm here is because of where I come from. So I'm from the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. I was born in Denver, and I like to say I'm born in Colorado but raised in Montana. So my mother had 15 brothers and sisters, and they were all cattle ranchers and wheat farmers in northeastern Montana. So from a very early age, as early as I can remember, I used to go up to and visit my family, my mother's family in Montana, and they were all cowboys. So I wanted to be a cowboy, and but because my father was not a rancher, he was not going to give me a ranch. I decided to stay in
The cowboy life style that you wanted for your future.
Yeah, I agreed with the cowboy lifestyle. I agreed with the principles of that lifestyle. The cowboy code, we call it, which is basically honesty, personal integrity, and treating others with respect, and animals with respect, by the way. So when I got old enough, I went up there as much as I could, and so no one was going to give me a ranch. So I decided to stay in the industry, in the large animal industry, by becoming a farrier. So my father knew that I loved horses, knew that I loved cows, and introduced me to this man who knew there was a farrier school in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. So when I was 18, I went to Horseshoeing school in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and then I did my apprenticeship in Southern California.
Did you went to a school in Colorado,
Yeah.
or was just an apprentice?
No, I went to farrier school in Colorado, and
It still
for 3
exists?
months. No, I don't think it exists anymore. It was the Rocky Mountain College, and it was the farrier school, the Horseshoeing school in Steamboat Springs. And when I was there, the instructor's cousin from Southern California came to visit him, and of all of the students, he chose me to ask me to be his apprentice. So I went to Southern California. I've never been there before, and I apprenticed for him, and we lived in Orange County. So we would go all the way down to San Juan Capistrano, which is about halfway between Los Angeles and San Diego, and then we would go all the way as north as Thousand Oaks, by Santa Barbara. And so that's where I did my apprenticeship. I came back from there, moved to Montana for a while, shoot horses in Montana for a while, shoot horses in Wyoming for a while, and then ended up moving back to Denver, shooting horses in Denver for a while.
And how did you finally end in Kentucky? Because this is a big experience in your life. You went to several states in the United States, but then you ended opening a school in Kentucky. How did it happen?
Well, I tell you, when I was shoeing horses in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, I was based out of Gunnison. I did a lot of ranch horses. I did a lot of horses that were a little bit snaky. So it was hard on my back because on a regular basis, I would tie a horse up and throw them on the ground and shoe them, put shoes on them when they were tied up on the ground. And so that took its toll on my back. So I had back surgery when I was 25. And while I was healing up from back surgery, I needed to find maybe something to do, so I decided to go to college, or to graduate school, because I'd already been to college. So I went to Lexington, Kentucky, to get my master's degree in equine physiology and reproduction.
That's how you ended in Kentucky.
Yeah, because I wanted to go to school in CSU in Colorado, but I didn't have the good enough grades to get there. But I was accepted in Kentucky. So I came to Kentucky, I got married. On my honeymoon, my wife and I drove to Kentucky, and then I went to graduate school.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I've been in Kentucky. Kentucky is wonderful. I knew the old school. I know you have a new facilities, but I've never been there.
Yeah.
What is the school right now offering to the students? Because I know it's a worldwide known, the Kentucky Horseshoeing School, but what kind of courses are right now the school offering to the students?
Well, when we had the school in Mount Eden, which was the old school, which we had 2-week courses and 3-week courses and 4-week courses and 6-week and 9-week and 12-week. And I realized that all of these short courses were not long enough to really teach people to be farriers. So I would teach them enough to begin their trade, and then they would fail. 90% of them would fail. So I decided that I needed 9 months to properly teach someone the fundamentals of shoeing horses and to help them get an apprenticeship. So
right now only one 9-month course, or you have a short course?
No, I have a 6-month and a 9-month. You can come 6 months, or you can come 9 months.
And what about those farriers who already are on the trade and they want to, practice, like a foraging skills or different type of things? The school doesn't offer short courses for these kind of people.
Carlos, we don't right now. We are so busy with our students in teaching primary farrier education that we don't really have specialized courses in these on a regular basis. Once in a while, we'll have continuing education courses on special topics.
Okay. And you also are managing right now one of the finest world competition in the school.
Yeah.
Please describe how this happened and what kind of competition is it?
Well, I got together with my good friend Conrad Troe, my good friend Craig Trinket, and we decided that we needed a team shoeing competition in the States. So we developed a 4-man team horseshoeing competition that was designed to get international teams over. So we have a 4-man team international shoeing competition, and the test is for 3 days. We shoe draft horses with agricultural heels one day. We shoe hunter style shoeing with tool and fuller shoes, and we shoe roadster shoeing with beveled shoes on the front and roadsters behind.
Very difficult. It's a very high skill competition. It is not a
No, it's not for
regular
beginners.
competition. It's not for beginners.
No, it's not.
It's for the best, for the finest jurors in the world.
Yeah. You really have to be on the muscle to do good in this contest. But we always like for new people to come to help them to learn more advanced skills and to work hard to get to a higher level.
So this is what Craig is always saying: learning through competition.
This is one good example of that. Yeah, learning through competition.
We're gonna finish this first side of the video, and we're gonna after a break. We would like to invite you to follow Caballo Salud channel in YouTube and to see more about Mitch Taylor life. This is Carlos Rodriguez from Barbados.
Thank you, Carlos.